This performance is the climax of the day today. It's being performed by the Vaishnavas of our community, and it's a drama called Bilva Mangal Thakur. So please hold your breaths and let us welcome all the characters on the stage for performing the drama Bilva Mangal Thakur. And before we start the drama, can we request everyone to be silent so that you all can enjoy the dialogues? Very good.
It is said in the Bhagavad Gita that when a living entity comes in contact with the material creation, his eternal love for Krishna is transformed into lust, which is the greatest enemy of the living entity. Today, we will be witnessing the incidents in the life of a great Vaishnava saint, Bilva Mangal Thakur. The portrayal of his life would serve as an example of how, when one is overcome by the enemy of lust, one loses one's intelligence and gets entangled in material illusion. However, we will also see how it is possible to come out of this. What we are about to see now is the performance of the funeral rites of the father of Bilva Mangal Thakur, who is present at the crematorium along with his aunt and priest.
Where is Bilva Mangala?
Here I am. Please hurry up. I don't like all this. And looks like it's going to rain as well. Please hurry up, let me go.
It is the duty of the son to perform the funeral rites for his departed father. I do not know why you're so impatient and why you're so restless. But unless you perform this funeral service, you're not a worthy son.
I know what he is thinking about. He is thinking about that prostitute Chintamani. He has spent all his father's hard-earned money on that prostitute. He has mortgaged his house, and finally, he broke his heart. Shame on you.
I don't want to hear all this from both of you. Please let me go.
No, Bilva Mangala. Please do this one last service for your dead father. Please pray for his soul to go back to Vaikuntha. Please don't do this. Doesn't this place sober you up? Huh? Doesn't this very scene of your father, doesn't this teach you that life is nothing but a journey to death?
Stop it! Stop it!
You stop it, Bilva Mangal. Just see your father's dead body. Just look at it. Oh, my brother. What did you do to deserve a son like this?
I can't look at it. I can't look at it, Auntie. I can't look at it. Please let me go.
Please, I will do the final rites for my dead brother. I will call my son to do the final duties.
Bilva Mangal Thakur, deluded and overcome by lust, goes to meet the prostitute Chintamani. The raging storm could not act as a deterrent to the raging storm of lust in his heart.
Oh, my Chintamani. She's just over there. Somehow I have to see her. I have to find a log of wood. I can't even find a log of wood to cross this river. There is a dead body over there. It doesn't matter. In situations like this, I'll use this dead body to cross the river.
On reaching the other side, he reaches the house of Chintamani and climbs the wall.
Help! Let me in, Chintamani, let me in!
I think there is a thief out there. In my house, in Chintamani's house.
It's me, Bilva. It's me, Bilva Mangal.
He fell from the top of the wall. He must have hurt himself bad.
Don't worry about it. He will leave, if only to cross the trunk.
Ah,
Well, pick him up by the hand, help him get up, I suppose. What is this horrible smell? I can't stand it. What is it?
Yeah, that smell must be from that dead body.
A dead body. So you mean to say that you killed someone, did you?
No! I wanted to cross the river to see you, Chintamani. I was looking for a log of wood, but I couldn't find any. I found this dead body and I just used it to cross the river.
You're crazy. And you're bleeding too.
Yeah, I just cut myself while climbing up the wall.
But how did you climb over the wall?
Why? Didn't you leave a rope hanging outside the wall?
Oh, Thakur, I have never been taught so much in my life. This man, he doesn't have a thing left, but still he has. And now he's joking that I left a rope on my wall for him to climb up. Just imagine.
I'm not joking, Chintamani, I'm not joking. If you don't believe me, just go and have a look for yourself.
Please see what it is. It's a snake! It's a cobra!
What? A cobra?
You got up with the help of a deadly snake? And why do you stare at me that way?
Perhaps you have never given your heart to anybody, Chintamani. If you had, you would have realized that in situations like this, it doesn't matter if it's a rope or a snake.
You are crazy.
And didn't you know till now that I'm crazy about who? It's you, Chintamani. It's you, my beloved. Whatever I had, I have sold everything. I'm completely debt-ridden. But I don't bother about that. I have clothed myself with all the ill fame and gossip. And in spite of all this, you don't believe me that I'm crazy about you, Chintamani.
Stop it, Nilmala. Stop it. I've heard enough of your craziness and I don't want to hear about it anymore. It is time for you to know the truth. This thing that you're raving about, this is not love, this is lust. And you have neither shame, nor hatred, nor fear. What am I worth that you've risked your life and sacrificed your possessions? Why don't you understand that everything should be sacrificed only for the Lord?
What do you mean by that?
Try to understand me, Mama. What not would you have attained if only you had turned your thoughts to the lotus feet of the Lord instead of me, a degraded prostitute? What am I? I'm not even this body that is stale and so fond of. This will grow old and die. The body passes. The devotion to the Lord stays with us forever.
But how does this all happen?
A rich man may endeavor his whole life and collect insurmountable wealth. But at the time of death, he must leave everything and be born again naked. But Krishna Bhakti comes with his life after life.
You are sounding so different. You are not the same Chintamani I used to know my whole life. Your deep piercing words are like transforming my heart. Tell me, who are you?
I am actually your guru, and I have followed you from your previous life just to bring you to perfection. You were my disciple in your previous life, and I detected the demon of lust deep in you. And I had to take you again in this material world just to show you the truth.
For what did I give my heart? For what did I embrace a corpse? For this body that just perishes and rots and just floats on the river. Alas, I'm so degraded that I made my spiritual master come all the way to the material world just to uplift me. I'm really deviated. Chintamani, please tell me now. Please tell me what should I do? And where shall I go now?
Now you're enlightened by the events of this night. Go and seek Somagiri Pandit. He will guide you further.
As per the instructions of his spiritual master, Chintamani, Bilvamangal Thakur came to the ashram of Somagiri to surrender unto him. The disciple is humbly sitting by his guru Somagiri, and Bilvamangal joins in, but the disciple looks uncomfortable with Bilvamangala's presence.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
What is happening? Who is that person?
This is Bilvamangala Guruji. He is most sinful and lowly person. He's been cheated and removed by that prostitute Chintamani and is now wandering as a detached person, fooling everyone in this world in the garb of a mendicant. I don't know how long this drama will continue. Disgusting.
Why do you say that? Have not you heard me saying the teaching? Vartamancha yat papam yad bhitam yad bhavishyate tat sarvam suddhiddesha Govindamal Kirtanat. All sins, past and present, are burned in the fire of Govinda Kirtan. Who is more powerful? Curse of sin, or powerful, or the purification of the Lord?
The holy name, of course, Harinam Kirtan Guruji.
I am very, very lowly and sinful. I have come to surrender my life unto you, my spiritual master. Please accept my obeisances. Please tell me, what should I do? Everyone is lowly and sinful, Bilvamangala. Do not lament. Sit here and listen. Bhajahu re man Shri Nanda Nandana Abhay Charana Ravindare. You are very merciful, spiritual master. I was so lonely and so fallen. But in spite of that, you have agreed to give your causeless mercy upon me. Now I am your disciple. Please give me some instructions. The head, though crowned with a silky turban, is just a heavy burden. If not bow down in front of the Lord. The eyes, which do not see the beautiful form of Krishna, it's just like those plums on the peacocks. And the feet, who doesn't go to the holy places, are considered to be like tree trunks. Therefore, use your legs and go to Vrindavan, where you can see the beautiful deities of Krishna. I will follow your instructions. I will surely follow instructions. And I promise to you, spiritual master, I will never ever sin in my life. I will never ever sin in my life.
Never mind about your past sinful activities, Bilmangala, but do not sin again.
I promise, master. I promise. I promise this.
On the way to Vrindavan, Bilva Mangala sits in japa meditation with his eyes closed. Across the street, Ahalya, the wife of a rich merchant, and her sister are walking and they notice Bilva Mangala meditating.
Don't say that. He seems to be a wise man. Look, he's meditating. Hey, police man, are you happy?
Can't I have some peace of mind here? My mind is getting attracted to these beautiful ladies again. I can't control my eyes. My mind is being completely enslaved by these eyes. These eyes, they can't control me anymore. I have to satisfy my desires. I have to satisfy my desires.
Let's go inside the house.
Bilva Mangal Thakur, being captured by Ahalya's beauty, follows her into her home. And he knocks at the door and Ahalya's husband opens the door.
Greetings, Jose. How can I serve you?
I am a wandering mendicant.
It is a great fortune that the same like you has come to our house today. Please accept my hospitality.
Yes, I do have come to accept your hospitality. But there is a reason behind it.
Can you tell me what it is?
It is your wife. Ever since I have seen her, my mind has become restless. I can't stop thinking about her. If you really want to fulfill my desires, let her spend a night alone with me tonight. Let her be bedecked with all the jewels and beautiful ornaments. Can you grant his wish for me tonight?
What new test is this, O Lord? Who knows in which form you may come and try us? Atiti Deva Bhava. My guest shall not be disappointed. However, guest, I will do your desire. Please wait inside. I'll be back.
These eyes have always betrayed me. These eyes are the biggest cause of misery for my life. They have enslaved my mind by making it run all the sense of things. They are the biggest curse for my life. I know what to do with them. Destroy these eyes. I will destroy these eyes. I will destroy these eyes!
Oh my Lord!
What's the matter? What has happened? Why is there blood coming from his eyes? Did you do something to him?
No, nothing. He asked for my hairpins and pierced himself suddenly.
What has happened? What have you done, sir? Now how will you see?
Now I am free! Now I am free! I can only see my Krishna now. These eyes won't trouble me anymore. I can't see anything but my Krishna. Krishna. But how will I go to Vrindavan? Without these eyes, how will I see my way to Vrindavan? How will I find my way to Vrindavan?
By the grace of Sri Guru, a lame man can scale mountains and a dumb mute can speak. So by the grace of your spiritual master, you are sure to find Vrindavan.
After piercing his eyes, Bilva Mangala is walking towards Vrindavan and meets a small boy, Nandulal.
Help! Help! Can somebody show me the way to Vrindavan?
Hey, funny man, where are you going?
I want to go to Vrindavan. Can you show me the way to Vrindavan? But you are slipping away from my hand. Please hold my hand properly. Tell me what is your name?
My name is Nandulal. I'm a carpet boy from Vrindavan.
Oh, Nandulal. Vrindavan. Nandulal. I have been traveling for very long now, Nandulal. Tell me, how far is Vrindavan?
Yes, this is Vrindavan.
What? Is it Vrindavan? Is it Vrindavan?
Why did you fall down of hearing the name Vrindavan?
Vrindavan? Vrindavan was the destination of my heart. Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavan. Now I only have to see my Krishna someday. I have traveled so long and I am very, very tired. Nandulal, can you give me some milk or water to drink?
Yes, I have some milk. There you go.
Krishna, I somehow have to see you, Krishna. Krishna, whose bodily beauty attracts the whole universe, whose eyes expanded like beautiful lotus flowers are bound by black eyebrows, and whose flutes captivates everyone's heart.
Have you ever heard Krishna play on his flute before?
I'm not that fortunate, Nandulal. I'm not that fortunate. But have you heard him playing flute before?
Yes, I have a flute. I'll play it for you.
Bilva Mangala gets divine vision of the Lord in his heart.
Nandulal, I know you, Nandulal. I know you. You are my same Krishna. You are very mischievous. I know you. You are the same Lord of my heart, Nandulal.
Leave me. Leave me. You can't push me down. Here I am.
You can escape from my weak hands, Nandulal. But I have captured you in my heart now. How can you escape from the core of my heart? Oh, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. I wouldn't have been able to get your divine vision if it wouldn't have been for the mercy of my Shiksha Guru Chintamani and my initiating spiritual master Somadev. I offer my most humble obeisances unto you. I also offer my most humble obeisances to you, my dear Krishna, who has a very beautiful peacock feather on his crown.
It is quoted in Bhagavad Gita that there are 3 gates described which are leading to hell. They are lust, anger, and greed. Every sane man should give these up, for they lead to the degradation of the soul. By this incident, we can see that Bilva Mangala was delivered by the causeless mercy of his Guru, who destroyed the fire of lust burning in his heart by showing him the path of devotional service unto the Lord. Finally, Bilva Mangala attained shelter at the lotus feet of his beloved Lord Krishna. He personally realized Krishna through bhakti. All glories to the great Vaishnava saint Bilva Mangal Thakur.
We would like to thank you very much for your kind attention, and we hope you enjoyed this wonderful description of Bilva Mangal Thakur. So we would like to bow down and give our greetings on this great occasion of Janmashtami.
And we would also like to thank Jyoti Mataji. She has taken a lot of her efforts in directing this drama over months. Please give her a big round of applause to Jyoti Mataji.